They're here to make a statement.
These zones are really tough. We're going to see these angles. Players have to climb massive points here. And if you don't have the web slingers or the ODM gear, you're going to get stuck down below. We see Muz getting involved. They're going to pick up Yamzo, find another player on their wall, but Bugha and Muz are in a good position to defend this. As we go up these mountains, the players that don't have any movement need to be super proactive, putting themselves on the front side of zone, but we're going to see they're turned aside by many different players, and we're jumping on another one. This is going to be the N-Star duo going down, and Muz and Bugha find themselves gliding through this endgame.
Yeah, I mean, look, it comes down to this here, folks. Will they be able to clean this up? Can they finish this strong? 4 eliminations here. That's 20 total points in eliminations alone. I mean, I cannot stress the impact of each elim. So for them, if they continue to play this out correctly, we could see this being a big, big game 1 for the World Cup champions.
Yeah, it's the difference between are you trying to play height or are you trying to find yourself on one of the sides of these mountains. Looks like Nebs is going to go down. That's a great solo play by him. We saw Savage go down way earlier. Casper and Reciprocal putting down that pressure, trying to destroy the truck of Mega and Knifer. Zone is going to continue to pull into these trouble areas with the change in elevation. Someone gets up on that hill, and that could be a position to win this game, as everyone's going to be forced to move aside. Great little proactive play to throw down the shield bubble, and Casker is trying to find it. That is Muz and Bugha. They are staying up on the high ground now. We saw them look to play low. Now Lame is in their sights. He's the next one that needs to get picked up, but they might just be content to sit here for a second and try and play for a couple extra placements.
This is calculated aggression here from Bugha and Muz. Just kind of playing to the back foot, playing as they need. And honestly, that's what you love to see. You also love to see Thomas HD with anything with a sight on it, because he just doesn't miss. Big plays here to finish off 10 HP. Can he hold on any longer? Only 2 teams. Wait. Only 2 teams remain. It's Bugha and Muz versus Thomas HD. One shot, and it'll end it all.
That's it. Bugha and Muz playing that seemingly perfectly. Playing that low ground while all the chaos is going on. Everyone's trying to move up and down those mountains, but they find them. I'd be surprised if he missed.
True. I would be surprised if he missed, to be honest. That's the only way. But now, Thomas HD, Malibuca going to get in here. Remember, they were first place going into this game, and they want to maintain that lead for as long as possible. Big shots come in. One connects. Great to see here. With only 11 teams remaining, the players begin to dwindle more and more. Bugha and Muz, of course, game 1 winners, they're still in it too. This level of consistency between both them and Malibuca and Thomas HB could be the race we watch all day.
Yeah, having the ability to remain so consistent. We saw them earlier in the game. They were shambles too. Wound up having a lot of troubles. Nonetheless, still find themselves a top 10 out of it. Thomas about to get another elim here. Cleaning that one up with Malibuca. That's Nebs going down, having another little solo clutch, getting his team a top 10, and that's a big play. Thomas, though, this bunker is going to be huge to allow them at least a little bit of safety, and we're just rotating on the side of the zone. This is exactly where they want to be, backside, right side. Kika's getting involved, though. Kika does go down there to Muz, so that's another elim. Muz picking up Burt, too, but
wow,
Bugha's going to clean that up and put himself in a position. Now Thomas HD is all by himself with Malibuca down. Bugha's trying to clean up, get himself into zone. Down goes Thomas. Bugha's on the backside. He can't really do much. He's 1 HP. Down he goes. Wow. It's Bolt's going to be able to get that. It might actually have been Paper and Yamzo over there, able to clean it up. And now Yamzo's up top. Can the shot we had, except hits it? No, down goes Yamzo.
It's so close here. The final moments, except Dubs have the high ground, have a lot of advantages. The lights are on them. Can they land the shot? Big shots come through. Pablo Wingo goes down, except the Dubs still in the game.
Except in Dubs looking to close this out. A couple of solos down below. Kinzo's one of them. He's trying to make a play. There's the other duo. Tragic's out in the open. He gets B and Detsec looking to make a play. Yamzo's still up. I thought he went down earlier. No, down he goes. Now it's a 2v1. Cleaned up there by Xcept. That is a huge game by Xcept, and Dubs taking 11 eliminations. You see everyone making these rotations in. There's so many players still up. 25. Down goes another one. Let's call it 22 by the time that we finish watching this. More players going down left and right. Pablo, Bevies need to make a move here for some extra loot. They don't have much there. And luckily that fire is not going to burn, but we see the web slingers are going to be able to grab these shotguns, the web slingers, and get them a little bit extra. Bevies tries to make a play here, but that is not exactly what he wanted to do.
That is the last thing he wants to deal with in a situation like that. But with as many teams that are still up, we are going to see a pretty rapid decline of the player base as players like N-Star, Repairs, and Nightston go up against Keandro from their own team, as well as Reciprocal. You see, man, all it takes is one shot. Reciprocal's out of this one. That's going to be tough for him to try to rotate in.
He gone.
And there it is.
Duke and Edgy seem to be in the best position.
Agreed.
Chimp just clutched up a little 2v1 over there. Got both Pablo and Bevies. TK looks like he was having some trouble as well, but Duke and Edgy look in a position to close this one out. They're one of the healthiest teams, but as I say that, Duke getting a lot of pressure from behind him. Edgy's going to throw down some protection, be able to put themselves in this little tunnel for now. Limits over there. Vanilla's, he's trying to put that pressure on. Now it's up to Duke and Edgy to make a play here, find some more protection because they got nothing left in the inventory.
They just got to keep alive here for these last few moments. Duke and Edgy, they see so many teams. They know that there's players in these areas, but they just don't know for sure where. And Duke ends up finding them. It's actually Edgy ends up getting a full elimination there. But now they are down low. They have to use the ODM gear to get up. And looks like they're not going to be forced into anything too crazy as Chimp finds Vanilla's. This man is on a tear. You talked about him finding some success there as a solo, and the success continues as no way. Chimp finishes Edgy and Duke. They had everything there, and Chimp just said no.
Making sure that they're in the best spot possible. Now we see another team. This is the strat. I told you yesterday that vehicles were going to be a big deal, and finally now in heats today, we're seeing everyone use them to the best of their abilities.
Well, again, now where there's so many teams up, you have to. You absolutely have to. So did Cammy. No way. No, Muz.
Muz doesn't. Did he even realize?
He had no clue. I don't think he realizes.
I think they're just waiting. They're like, wait, if I get out of the car, then they get the car. So who gets out of the car? I don't want to get out of the car. I would stay in the car. And I think all of them are like, I'm going to stay in the car. But then, if you shoot the person, they swap seats. Muz throws down the shield bubble. Cammy hops out. What is going on?
Ooh, this is huge.
Cammy's back in.
Oh, Cammy's back in. Oh, big shot ends up taking out Muz. Bugha still in this one, though. And still gets to keep the car. And wait, Cammy's
coming back.
There's no way. Guys! You just give up the car.
No. Bugha's going down with the ship.
No, unfortunately, yep. There it is. He ends up going down in what is otherwise spectacular fashion. Malibuca and Thomas HD still in this one, though.
About to do it again.
7 eliminations as Cammy and Jabko end up going down to Baka. Thomas HD looks like cleaned up the latter half of that duo in Jabko. Oh my gosh.
Just doesn't miss, bro.
Told you, he only misses 3 shots a game.
Now.
Or 3 shots, not a game. 3 shots an entire tournament.
Haven't actually been as successful. Oh, there it is. Another one.
Oh, another one.
Down goes Malibuca. Thomas needs to get in. He's got to pop that slurp. He's not going to get in. He's going down to the storm. That's still a top 4 from them. Able to get in. Now it's Pars putting in some work. It's Pars and Baka. There's Vert on the other side of that. Vert's trying to knock it up. He can clean it up. And down goes Baka. Vert taking the dub. That's a big win for him and Quinn.
Huge for them. 7 eliminations, walking away with the victory.
Dub's picking up another one.
Wow.
Acorn goes down to Cooper. Looks like Fizzle and Cooper still up and alive. Yep, there they are in the background. We see them. Acorn Cold down to Cooper. First and second place. Well, first, yeah.
Mustache going down there. Ooh, Except picking up Merrick. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. Queasy picking up another one in the elimination feed onto Rabid. Queasy picking up another one onto the elimination feed because of Bully.
We have Pablo doing the tree classic where we're just hanging out, except firing shots down range. And then we do see they found themselves a nice little corner to hang out in. No movement for the duo. Queasy's got 11 himself, so we're at 16. 6 other players remaining. They have to get 4 of them if they want to drop a 20 bomb. They have the weapons. Like, inarguably, they have the best weapons in the game right now.
Oh, and there it is. They should be able to get this one onto Cammy. Cammy's weak, but no, they actually can't convert it. They do get Japko. And now Queasy going to dive in here. Oh, and Cammy just tries to slip away. Now forcing them to focus their efforts elsewhere onto Bizzle and Cooper. When you hear those pulse rifles go and you just got to duck and hide because there's just no true defense to it.
Oh, in the tree.
Now they found out.
Queasy will clean that up.
Oh,
Pablo's about to go down. Oh, to the next tree. You'll never find me. Pablo's having another good game, though. This should put them up top 5 or so. Look at this movement. He's unhittable.
I'm not seeing enough movement.
And Queasy and Fino are about to win this game, but, like, what is Pablo doing?
Hey, he was staying alive there, so you got to give it to him. But no, there it is. This is going to finish up the game. Oh no, Queasy goes down. Venno left as a solo.
We see it again.
Really clutch up.
The 1v1.
The 1v1. Venno cannot miss. He needs to do this. This can convert him into the Dreamhack champion. If he lands the shot, big play comes through. Cammy holds on, but it won't be enough. Venno wins this exchange as they walk away with 19 eliminations in the win. That's close enough to 20 for me. Need to do more.
And do more they will. Going to be looking to make this rotate. Except staying alive just long enough, so he's doing all the work for his team. This is the hard lifting, the hard labor that's going on through the end of this game. Except trying to avoid going down, and yes, he does. That's unfortunate. Will 12th place be enough to be able to keep them in this game? Thomas and Malibuca still up. They're getting pressured, so they're going to run into some issues, but they've done enough. First place should be theirs. I don't think anyone can overtake them. Everyone else is just playing for one of those top 10 spots. Thomas getting a ton of pressure from every angle. He's got nowhere to go. There's fire on one side. There's fire coming from the other side. He's just trying to stay alive as long as possible, and down he goes.
That is a tough end to the top team, but I think they've done enough here to solidify it. But will there be some other teams that do enough to go on to Gamers8 here as the finals continue on? Degen picks up 2 in the elimination feed. Now Pablo Wingo getting a knock on to Mojak. That's going to be it for him. Oh, this could be huge. The Nouns duo was in contention, I believe, for a top 10 spot, but I don't know if they did enough there. Mega, though, still in it.
Muz and Bugha are sitting up there, too.
Oh, that's going to be huge for them. They could actually, with a really, really good ending, dethrone Malibuca and Thomas HD.
Maybe. I don't see that happening. This is a Degen, though. Look like they're going to be able to put themselves in a position to qualify. For Gamers8, that top 10 is huge. Pablo just trying to keep himself alive, do enough for his team, and it looks like he has so far. Muz and Bugha looking to win the second game of the day.
You'll love to see it here. The consistency out of this duo is just amazing. Again, we've seen Muz already qualify once to Gamers8. He's looking to double qualify again. Interestingly enough, I don't know how that would work for another team, but for Pablo Wingo, he needs to stay alive, and it's all over. Bugha and Muz walk away with the final game win of the day. And there it is, folks. Dreamhack Dallas, the final.
That you did that. This is our leaderboard. This is our final. And congratulations to Malibuca and Thomas. It is official. Clearly sitting up there in first place. Then, Bevies, Pablo Wingo doing enough to make it into second. Bugha and Muz with that dub at the end of the day, pulling in third place, and Sizz and Degen bringing it home for fourth.
Wow. Looking at the top 10, you now have your qualifying teams going on to Gamers8 and some big shocking surprises right outside the top 10. We have to talk about it. Cammy, Japko, Queasy Venno, Edgy Duke, and Seti. All outside. Just outside of it, too. Fortunately, for a majority of those teams, 3 out of the 4 actually are all European teams, so they will have another opportunity in Dreamhack Summer. Now, if Duke and Edgy want to make the trip, of course, they can make the trip too, but big congratulations to Malibuca, Thomas HD, Bevy, Pablo Wingo, Bugha Muz, Sizz Lucky Degen, Rich Homie Quinn.
30